Hi guys, my name is MD Shahajada Imran. How are you? Hope you all are doing excellent. So today I will make a video about the difference between class, class name and micclass. So that is what I will be discussing in this video. So first of all, out of these three things, first of all, what is class? Now, what is class? If I write class is a blueprint. Class is a blueprint. If I write class is a blueprint, so is that a statement true? Is the class actually a blueprint? So based on OPS concept, OPS means object oriented programming, OPS concept. Based on the OPS concept, OPS means object oriented programming. So based on the OPS concept or object oriented programming concept, class is a blueprint. So I have created one class. This is the class. The class starts here on line number 1. The class ends on the line number 15. It says end class. So class, this entire thing is a class, or the entire thing is a blueprint. So in this class there are two sub procedures. This is one that starts with the keyword sub, and this is another one. So there are two sub procedures in this class, and there is one function in this class. So class is a blueprint. Now I can create an object or an instance of the class. So now I will create an instance of this class, or I will create an object of this class. So in VB script, how we create an instance or an object of a class? We use set and the object name or the reference variable. So this is the object name, equal to, that is the assignment sign, equal to, and the new keyword, that is the keyword we use if we are creating an object of a built-in class. So this is a built-in class. My bad, this is a user-defined class, because this class I created. So this is a user-defined class. So when I create an object of a user-defined class, we use the keyword new, and this is the class name, or we can also say constructor name if we are from the Java background. So this is the class name. Now if I write the object and put a dot after the object, I can see all the sub procedures and functions displayed here. So there are two sub procedures, 1 and 2. There are two sub procedures and there is one function. So all three displayed here. So all of these are procedures. This is a procedure, this is a procedure, this is a procedure. Procedure are two kinds. One is called sub procedure, other one is called function. So all the procedures we can see here in the list. All the procedures we can see here in the list. On this particular scenario, there are two sub procedures and one function. So what I was talking about, that the class is a blueprint. If the question is asked what is class, and if I say class is a blueprint, that is correct. That is correct. Correct or true. So that is correct or true. Now if I say class is a keyword, if I say class is a keyword, is that correct? So first of all, what is a keyword? Keyword is a word or symbol which are taken by the language Visual Basic or VB scripting. So if I see this word, the color of this word is blue and the font of this word is bold. The same way, bold font, color blue, bold font, color blue. So all of these are keywords of the language Visual Basic scripting or VB scripting. So this is a keyword, this is a keyword, this is a keyword, this is another keyword, this is another keyword. This keyword, so there is another keyword based on the framework, keyword driven framework. The keyword in the keyword driven framework, that keyword and this keyword are different. So this keyword are the words or symbols which are taken by the language Visual Basic scripting. So now if I say class is a keyword, that is also correct. Correct. That is also correct. If I say class is an object identification property, class is an object identification property. If I say class is an object identification property, is that true? Now I have one, this is Internet Explorer, this is a web application, this is Internet Explorer. So I launched the Internet Explorer and one page displayed. Since I don't have the internet connection, at this time, so this is why this page showed up, but this is still a web page. So this is Internet Explorer and this is a web page. Now if I use object spy, and put cursor on this particular object, and I see all the properties and their values. This is the properties list, this is the values list. See, if I go, I can see there is a property called class, C-L-A-S-S, class. Even though the value is null or nothing or empty, but still this is in the properties list. So it is an object identification property. So that is also correct. Correct. That is also correct. So if I say class is a blueprint, that is correct based on the object-oriented programming. If I say class is a keyword, that is also correct. If I say class is an object identification property, that is also correct. I have showed that. Now the second thing is class name. So I said what is class. Now the class name. Class name is an object identification property. Class name is an object identification property. So class is an object identification property. Let me check. If I put cursor on this Windows application, this is the Windows application. If I put cursor, or if I do the object spy on this Windows application, I can see this information. So it says class name. Class name is in the list of properties. So all of these are object identification property, and it is listed on the object identification properties list. So class is an object identification property. Class is an object identification property. That is true. Correct. Now there is another class. Class name. There is another class. Both words or both things we pronounce as class name, but when we write differently. The first one has two words. This is one word, this is another word, and there is a space in between two words, and the first letter of both words are in uppercase. Now for this one, there is no space, and the entire thing is only one word, and all the letters are in lowercase. That is also is an object identification property. So there is also object identification property. So class name is an object identification property. Let me check again. Do the object spy on the same object, and if I check in the list, this is the properties list. So all of these are property name, all of these are property value. Each property has name and value. So in the properties list, if I go down one by one, then I can see there is another class name property. This class name and this class name are different properties, and both has different values. This value and this value are different. But when we pronounce, we say class name, but when we write differently, and each property holds different values. Now the third one. So I have said what is class, I have said what is class name. Now micclass. So what is micclass? Micclass is nothing but it is the nickname of this class name. The class name that has two words, and a space in between, and the first letters of each word are in uppercase. So that class name's nickname is micclass when we do descriptive programming. So there are two types of descriptive programming: static descriptive programming and dynamic descriptive programming. When we do either one, we use the word micclass in the script when we are referring this class name. For example, I'll delete everything. For example, this is static descriptive programming. Into the object spy, and I want to highlight this window. I have created another video that shows how we can do the static descriptive programming. If I run it, it will highlight that Windows application. It should. Most likely it will display an error message because it should not take that long time. Probably I didn't click on the run button. Let me click on the run button again. It did highlighted this Windows application. So when we write a script in UFT to do dynamic descriptive programming or static descriptive programming, we use this micclass, which actually refers class name. If we do set w browser equal to, this is a dynamic descriptive programming, description.create. So in this one, as part of a static descriptive programming, so I delete that. This is as part of a dynamic descriptive programming. So here also I used micclass. So we could have used class names, class name, if we actually take the real name, but when we do scripting, we do not use the real name, we use nickname. So we use micclass here. We use micclass here instead of class name. So that is the difference. Micclass is the nickname of this class name during descriptive programming. Micclass is the nickname of class name. During descriptive programming. So even though there are two different types of class names, the micclass is the nickname of this class name, and this micclass is only applicable during descriptive programming. Whether it is a static descriptive programming or dynamic descriptive programming, that is where we use micclass, which actually refers this class name. So that is the difference between class name and micclass. I hope I explained properly or you understand what I said, and thank you for watching. Bye.